Welcome back to Classy Pitch. I'm Dr. H. Today we're going to tackle a huge subject, fingering. What is fingering? Fingering in short is which finger to use to play on what note. This is a very personal subject and it's very different for everyone. First, let me say there's no such thing as perfect fingerings. Everybody's hands are different sizes, different length. Your pinkies might be longer than mine, but my hands might be more flexible than yours. So remember, there's no fingering that is perfect for everyone. As I mentioned before, fingering is a very personal subject. Only you know if it feels good. It actually takes years of training to be able to find a good fingering on your own. And different style of music might need different kind of fingerings. If you have a very good teacher, you should have a good sense of what fingerings work for you. Okay, so what's considered a good fingering? A good fingering should feel comfortable. Of course, if you're learning an etude that is designed to do a specific fingering, then it's not going to be comfortable at first. But once you're more familiar with the piece, then it will get easier. A good fingering should also help the accuracy of your playing. There's a saying, if you can play a passage, try changing your fingering, and this is 100% true. Sometimes by changing one fingering, it will make the entire passage so much easier to play. Okay, so everybody's hands are different, but there are some general rules for fingerings. First, avoid putting the thumbs on the black keys, just because your thumbs are shorter, so if you put your thumb on the black key, then you'll be too far into the keyboard. Second, if it's not necessary, don't slide the fingers. Of course, sometimes the sliding finger is necessary, especially when you are playing something heavy in texture like Rachmaninoff. But otherwise, try to avoid it, because having sliding fingers can create unwanted accents, and it can also have lack of clarity in your sound. Third, when you are playing fast repeating notes, avoid using one single finger. When you change fingers, you can play it way faster, and you can also play it more evenly. Fourth, when you are playing broken chords like this. Follow the same fingering as you would if you were playing blocks of chords. If you use a different fingering, then your brain will have to process it twice. But if you use the same fingering, then you will have the muscle memory in your hand already. Fifth, whenever there's a scale passage. Follow the fingering just as you would if you were playing a scale. But remember, these are just general rules, so there are exceptions. Okay, finally, how to find a good fingering if I can't find it myself? One very good way to find a good fingering is to look into different editions. For example, Beethoven's sonatas. There are probably 20 editions out there. If your current fingering doesn't work for you, look into another edition and see if that fingering works for you better. And if it still doesn't work, ask your teacher, or you can email me and we'll find a good fingering for you. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment area below, or you can email me at classypitch@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram or Twitter at classypitch. Again, I'm Dr. H. See you next time. Stay classy.